What's up, family? Welcome back to the B. Lanice Show. It is your favorite host, Brittany Lanice. So if you clicked on this episode, it's because you want to know, why do entrepreneurs fail? And you can apply these 30 tips to your regular everyday person, to your regular everyday self. Without further ado, we're going to jump right in. This is part two. There will be a part three and maybe a part four. I can't say yes or no, but we'll see how it goes, because I got a lot of information to give y'all, and I'm going to make sure y'all get everything. So, back to the program. You do not gamble. You do not take risks. That is a really, really big reason why a lot of entrepreneurs fail, because we prefer to play it safe instead of going for the bigger bag, instead of going for the harder class task, or helping the harder clients or the higher profile clients. Like, you want to start taking chances. And I'm not saying you got to take big chances, but every day, just take a little risk, take a little gamble, because some of the best situations that I have been in came from me taking a risk and saying, okay, I'm just going to step out on faith like this. I had to do a bust down middle part 30 inches. This girl wanted cotton candy. How in the heck am I supposed to turn a blind? 613 wig and the cotton candy 30 inches. Like, I can't fit all of that into a bow. And then she wanted like half pink, half blue, half pink, half blue, down the middle with the streak of 613. Like, the wig was immaculate, don't get me wrong. But I literally had to step out on faith, trust God, put all my faith into God, and allow Him to take the ring of my hands to make sure that I did this properly, because I don't got the money to replace a 30-inch 613. I don't. The girlies who get it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Now, the next thing on my list, you're too scared to start. Last week, it was because you started and you won't finish. But now we're talking to the people who are too afraid to start. Like, you didn't even start the business. Baby, what are you waiting for? You don't have to have an LLC. You don't have to have a website. I would probably make the Instagram and then produce those products. Put that product out there. You do not need so much to start. The thing about it is, we always say what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, when we're going to do it, but we never actually get in there and do it. Like, do it. That's it. That's the news. That's the news. That's the message. Just do it. Just do it. Just start. Even if it's not your best, you have time to self correct. You have time to put yourself at a higher caliber. You have time to get in that newer tax bracket, but you have to start somewhere. Every rich, successful person started somewhere. You feel me? Like, you can't get to where you're going unless you don't get going. That's the only way that I can put it to y'all. The next thing is that you can't make a decision. You always changing your mind. You're very wish-washy. You can't be successful like that. Like, you need to stand on what you believe. If that's how you feel, stand on it. Don't go back on your word. If you say, no, I'm not doing this, then stand on that and stand on your no. If you can't do something, or you can't commit to something, or you can't fulfill something, stand on that. If you can and then you don't want to, like, don't go back and forth with your decisions. You need to pick a decision, because one, that makes the people who's helping you become the better version of yourself. It's hard for them to trust you if you're always changing your mind. Like, they'll be like, all right, cool, we gonna do this, and then you turn around and say, oh, we're not doing this anymore, and you do it over and over and over. You do it multiple times. Eventually, the people who are in your close proximity, in your camp, it's going to be hard for them to trust you. Even people who are buying from you, even people who are using your products, it's going to be hard for them, to truly trust you. You can't build trust with your peoples if you're always changing your mind and you're never consistent on what you're doing or what you're saying. It's hard for us to trust. The next thing on the list is, you picked the wrong, oh shoot, that one was crazy. You picked the wrong life partner. I know so many people who picked the wrong life partner. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people who picked the right life partner for now. But situations are always changing. Things are always changing. When you're deciding who you want to spend the rest of your life with, and believe it or not, you guys, having children is you making the decision that this is somebody you want to spend the rest of your life with. The only reason that you probably won't have to deal with that person is unless one of you are dead. You or your child or your partner. Then you don't got to deal with them no more. But other than that, you guys are literally stuck for life. Ain't no, oh, I'm done with them once they turn 18. No, baby. This is a lifelong commitment. Having a baby with somebody, y'all literally are going to be bonded together for the rest of your life. That's picking a life partner. That don't even include getting married to the people. But this is you having a child with somebody. So you want to be strategic about who you having a child with. Don't just be having sex with anybody all willy-nilly. Like, really be strategic about who you're offering yourself to, whether you a man or a female. You need to remember your worth, who you are, what you bring to the table, and how your life will change if you have a child. How your life is going to be altered if you bring a baby into this world. Now, people who already have children, hey, I'm not talking to y'all. What's done is done, and there's nothing we can do to go back and fix it. The only thing that we can do is make sure that we straight going forward. It's no need in dwelling on the past or kicking yourself because this, that, and the third. No, we're not doing that in 2023. Hey, learn from your mistake, move forward. Just make sure your next move is your best move. That's the best advice that I have for you. Next is never taking chances. Ooh, y'all heard me before. Chances make champions. Like, you have to be a risk taker. You have to be a risk taker. I don't know why. Some of these are kind of repetitive, but I'm going to touch on everything because it may apply to you, and I don't want to not give you this information because I feel like it's repetitive. But you need to take risks. I know it's hard sometimes. I know it's not easy, especially, it could be a 50-50 toss-up. It could be a really good risk or it could be a really bad risk. But as long as you take some type of chance, like, you have to step out on faith. You have to trust God with all these situations. You have to go to God and you have to give him these problems, anything that you're going through, any risk that you want to take, any problems that you see coming up with you taking these risks. You need to give it to him and say, Lord, I trust you with this. Guide my mouth and guide my mind, guide my footsteps in the manner in which you would have me to do so. And I guarantee you he will, but you have to be confident. You have to be serious about doing it because he's not going to play with you, so why would you play with him? That's just that on that. Picking the wrong business partner. A lot of us pick the wrong business partners. Now, when I say business partners, I look at this like a marriage, like we work together. If we have a disagreement, the job is not going to not going to flow nicely. It's not going to flow smoothly. So you have to be strategic about who you choose to be your business partner, because at the end of the day, you two need to share the same goals. And even if you guys don't share the exact same goals, you need to at least make sure that y'all goals are aligned and that what you want is beneficial for the other partner and what the other partner wants is beneficial for you. And then you always need to make sure that, yes, if I have the business in mind, my partner needs to have the business in mind. If y'all two are not equally yoked, if y'all two are not communicating as one, that is going to be the recipe for disaster. I kid you not. Like, you need to make sure your business partner is worthy of you and your business, because what if your business go big and you got a sucky partner? Now you got to start from scratch. You can't just go out here picking any and everybody to be a part of your business, your legacy. No. You need to make sure you got a really nice business partner in place for this business. The next thing is not having an open mind. You will be surprised how many people are stuck in their ways, closed-minded, not open to new things, not open to seeing new things, not open to hearing new things, or, just allowing new things to come into the business, allowing new people to come into the business. A lot of us struggle with that. My bad, y'all. People texting me. I had to see what the tea was. But we have to start doing better with being open-minded. We have to start doing better with allowing other people to give us ideas and letting people pour into us. It's hard for us to grow if you're being stagnant. It's hard to grow if you're being consistent, doing the same thing with no growth, with nothing different, especially if people are not open to what you're doing. Like, if people are not giving you the positive feedback that you want, okay, then maybe we need to do something different. Okay, maybe it is time for us to do something a little different than what we're currently doing, because what we're currently doing isn't working. Like, you always want to make sure you're going back to the drawing board, and you need to have an open mind when you go back to the drawing board. You need to be open to new ideas and new things, because life is always changing. Things are always changing. Our industries are always changing. So you have to be open to the changes that are going to come with the industry that we're in. The next thing on the list is working a job and having a business that you don't like. Baby, it is so hard. I will tell you firsthand. I used to hate my job. It is so hard for me to hate my job and love my business it didn't allow me to give my job my fullest potential. It didn't allow me to truly pour into my job the way that I could, which resulted in me getting fired. Which was fine because I mean it forced me to step out on faith with my business. But what if y'all are in the place that I was in where I didn't have, like, yeah, I had my business, but it wasn't going the way that it should have been going. It wasn't taking off like that. It wasn't enough to pay for my bills, which made me hate my job. It just made me hate the job. So all I'm gonna say is this: if you're working a job that you don't like and you know that your business could potentially take you to the next level, either drop down to part-time and see if that business is giving you everything that you need, or do like I did. When I clocked out of work, I clocked into my entrepreneur bag until they let me go. But once I clocked into my entrepreneur bag, if I got off at 5, I was entrepreneur until 11 o'clock, sometimes midnight. And I was doing that every single day of the week. But the demand for my businesses was so high. It just wasn't enough to pay my bills. But now, oh, baby, this a whole nother bag. I ain't gonna lie to you. 9 times out of 10, by this time next year, I will not be working for anybody. I will be working for myself. That's why I say I got so much stuff in the making. So much stuff coming. All right, y'all, that's enough for this episode. I know y'all don't be liking when they go super long, so we gonna go and cut this right here, and there will be a part 3. I'll see you guys next week. Until next time, bye.